Hey, hope you're having a great start to your Monday, July the 22nd. I'm 90s meteorologist Chris Bianchi. We got some needed rain over the weekend, but today the story, probably more of that wildfire smoke that we got in place. Some relatively cool temperatures, but those temperatures will spike pretty quickly starting tomorrow, and especially for your Wednesday. So let's start things off by taking a look at some of that smoke that's pretty visible overhead. This is Grand Lake this morning with some of that smoke pretty firmly entrenched. I'll show you where it's coming from in just a second, but we do have also some good news to talk about on this Monday, which is we picked up a fair bit of rainfall over the weekend. In fact, we picked up more rain this weekend between Saturday and Sunday out at Denver International Airport. These are DIA numbers. And by the way, downtown picked up quite a bit more than this, but at the airport we picked up more rain this weekend alone than the previous 40 days combined. So some really good news there, and hopefully we can get some more rain later this week, although things looking pretty dry overall. Isolated storms south and west of Denver, but smoky skies remain story and heats up this week. Highs today, mid-80s for us, already well into the 70s at this hour across most of the metro area, and those temperatures will continue to rise and up as we head through the early to mid part of the afternoon. Highs today, 70s, 80s, eastern plains, last 60s and 70s for us in the high country. Air quality alert now. I know we have that smoke overhead, but this is important to note that this is due to ground ozone pollution. The air quality alert is not because of wildfire smoke, it is because of ground ozone pollution. So again, just worth noting, but we do have those smoky skies overhead. That is thanks to wildfires across Canada and the Pacific Northwest, and we've got dozens of fires raging, thanks about 60 large fires in Canada and the Pacific Northwest. That means we've got just a ton of smoke, and that is filtering its way down thanks to northerly flow out of the out of the north, but it's also pulling down some of that smoke from Canada, from Washington, from Oregon, Montana, and Idaho, and that smoke will continue to move its way off to the south and the east. And the Futurecast shows us we do have some showers and storms to talk about. Most of those will stay off to the south and west of Denver, but one or two of those will be around. For tonight, we drop back into the mid-50s, mid to upper 50s, quiet, comfortable. Any early storms should dissipate very quickly. I'm leaving about a 10% chance we get a storm in Denver for this afternoon. We very likely stay dry. Storms will be high-based and stay off to our south and west for today. Now, as we head through the rest of the week, ridge of high pressure nudges its way in our direction. That's going to start spiking those temperatures really tomorrow and for your Wednesday. So those temperatures really start to go up and up and up starting tomorrow, and it gets pretty hot pretty quickly. Now, tomorrow, 89, that's pretty typical for this time of year. Average high is 90 for tomorrow, so we'll be right around there. Some isolated storms around, but I think it's even a little drier tomorrow compared to today, so those storm chances look pretty low for tomorrow. We do get up in the upper 80s, low 90s across the eastern plains. Pretty seasonal for the mid to late part of the month of July. 70s for the most part in the high country. Now, 7-day forecast, things changing quite a bit. In terms of those temperatures, we'll be up in the mid-90s by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, maybe even flirting with the upper 90s by Thursday. Next meaningful chance for rain comes on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's when we get some isolated storms in the picture, but it looks more like a mountain event for us, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it looks like the mountains will have widespread storms, but for us here in the lower elevations, some hit or miss stuff. We most likely end up on the dry side. So despite the fact that we had some meaningful rain over the weekend, our rain chances over the next 7 days pretty much slim to none. Again, our next chance for rain Friday, Saturday, but even then, at this early stage of the game, looks like we're not talking about much in the way of rain chances. So looks like a dry week overall, warm week as well, with our next decent chance for rain not coming until the weekend. We'll have details on all this coming up for the rest of the day today here on 90s Plus, as well as with Chief Meteorologist Kathy Seaman starting at 4 o'clock today as well. And 90s Weather Impact teams always keeping you posted of the very latest right here on 90s Plus and on the 90s Family Networks. Once again, I'm 90s Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 90s Plus. Have a great rest of your Monday.